Mike here with Mountain Wellness, and there's some incredible findings and news out of the medical department in Northwestern University, Chicago. And see, for me, I've been saying this for a while now, that every aspect of my life and every aspect of your life can change for the trajectory for your entire life just by changing the way you breathe and having proper breathing mechanics and doing breath work. And it's incredible because out of the university, they did a study and they found what I've been talking about for a while and Corey's been talking about, and we've been consulting, as you know, with George Dahlem out of University of Pueblo in Colorado. And he's seeing major improvements for athletes in nasal breathing, as much as 22% they found roughly for improvement in performance. But we're talking about the day-to-day here. And what they found on the day-to-day, the incredible things they found is that brain oscillation, they were studying with an EEG, they were studying brain waves, I believe. So neural oscillations and synchronization have been linked to many cognitive functions such as information transfer, perception, motor control, and memory. We found during the study that the route of breathing through the nose was critical to these effects, such that cognitive performance significantly declined during mouth breathing. Nasal breathing synchronizes brainwave oscillation. And the best way I can describe that is there's certain brain waves, theta, gamma, I think there's 8 of them. And when they're synchronized, they are helping the different parts of the brain fire and become more efficient during tasks. So that's kind of the best way I can describe it. But the bottom line is, when I say my memory and my focus and everything has changed because I've changed my breathing mechanics and I've changed the way I breathe, and I do breath work and all the stuff that we teach in our online courses, it's now, of course, being found in studies. And this, I can't wait to hear more about studies being done this way. Nasal breathing synchronizes brainwave oscillation in the piriform cortex, amygdala, and hippocampus. Nasal breathing improves cognitive function when compared to mouth breathing. So that's just one aspect. You just change one thing in your trajectory of your life, changes every aspect: learning, memory, sleep, creativity. The list goes on and on. And these are dramatic parts of your life. And so when you think about children, now in my case, I grew up basically as a kid eating mountains of sugar like all kids. I think we even sold gum out of our locker when we were kids. It was Bubblicious, whatever it was, loaded with sugar, man. And we'd eat not one piece, but we'd have 3 pieces going. So, you know, eating all that sugar and then breathing through the mouth, all of that working against us, knowing that if we had changed those things, it could have changed the trajectory of your life. Because even now, me doing online courses and doing research and all this stuff, I couldn't do this. I couldn't remember things well. I had dreams. I hadn't remembered dreaming in probably a decade. And then all of a sudden, changing my breathing mechanics, how I breathe, oxygen to the brain, all of that improvement, my dreams became so vivid that I fell out of my bed. That's another story I tell, that I fell out of my bed because my dreams became vivid. Oxygen, we're changing the way we breathe. Breathing mechanics, change your life. If you want to learn more about these breathing mechanics and how to also, an important one, travel to high elevation, because I like to say if you can go to high elevation and you can function really well at 14,000 feet with no headaches and feeling really good, then that means when you're down doing your day-to-day, you're crushing it because you have your breathing, you're doing your training, and you've just enhanced your performance, whether you're an athlete or regular, just going to day-to-day to work, just trying to get through the day. This makes a huge difference. I would take this over caffeine any day because my life is actually better in all aspects, not just being able to get some energy and go fast. So I'm excited because we're training this, we're teaching this, and that's why I'm so passionate about it, because of all the things that can change for you and the entire trajectory of the rest of your life when you make these changes.